This is GymForSpeaking, my daily workout for talking to camera, taking a manual photograph, and doing a daily drawing. Today, I've learnt to do a lot more stuff with one hand since I've messed my wrist up. Simple things like pouring a kettle, filling a hot water bottle, much more difficult with one hand and your left hand, which is in my case your non-dominant hand. Today I went for my walk and I went to my local camera shop where I have seen a lens which I checked out a few days ago. It was £60 and it would be my second lens for my DSLR camera as I'm getting back into photography. I've thought about it for a few days and I went in and I was probably going to buy it, but just before I went in I thought maybe I could haggle a better price. Why not? It's worth a try. What have I got to lose? This is a second-hand piece of equipment as well. I wouldn't try it with something new, obviously. Yeah, you can't really haggle with that, I don't think. So I went in, got asked about the lens. The guy brought it out. I asked him how was the condition. He had a quick look and he said it was in excellent condition. I was like, okay, that's not good for my haggling criteria. So then I was like, oh, does it come with a bag or a case? He's like, oh, I can grab one. And then he went into the bag, grabbed like a pull-string bag and pulled it out. And I was like, yeah, it goes with this. And then I was just like, okay, don't know what to say now. All I said was, I've seen it a few days ago. I've been thinking about it. Then I tried to look kind of unsure. And then I was just like, would you take £50 for it? Which is a 1/6 decrease, £10 off. And yeah, he just said, oh, let me have a look on the computer. And he did. And he said, yeah, sure, £50. So basically it's worth asking. It's worth haggling if you are comfortable, and you should make yourself comfortable because it's always worth it, because if you don't, you will definitely not get it. And I think that translates to life in general. If you don't ask, you will definitely not get. I'm trying a bunch of new things now with the channel because the last few videos are not getting any views, so I'm going to reduce the intro and try and make everything a lot more engaging because clearly I'm very boring, which is fine. This is the point of this channel. Improve through repetition. So here's the daily. As I am currently injured, I am just going to do a historical photo and a historical drawing because I'd like to do manual photography, so I don't feel good sharing stuff from my smartphone. If I use manual settings on my smartphone, then I can do that. But I haven't bought the app yet to do manual photography on the iPhone. I'll just show you my new lens and stuff. So this is my first and original lens for my camera, which is awesome. 35mm 1.8 autofocus Nikon f-mount lens. That's the one I've been using the whole time since I got it. And this is the new lens I've got, which I haven't really tested yet, but it was nice to get my second lens and to get a 1/6 discount, £50 instead of 60. So yeah, this is a 55 to 200mm DX lens. So as I understand it, that translated to a full frame lens is around 80 to 300mm. This is not a full frame camera, so that's how it translates. So yeah, 55 to 200 on a DX camera body, and it has VR, which is vibration reduction. See, I can't even hold the weight of the camera with my hand like this. So okay. So yeah, it's quite big and it's got a lot more reach, so I'm quite excited to have the zoom element. I haven't had the zoom element yet on this. But yeah, quite happy with it, although I haven't tested it yet, so let's see. Okay, so this is the manual photo I took historically. This was back in August. It's of a river, and maybe there is a lot going on here, but I like the result. So you've got the reflection on the river, of the trees and sky above, and then you have beams of sunlight going through the trees straight into the river and then illuminating the riverbed below. Where the sunlight has reached through the trees, it breaks the reflection of the trees which the sunlight is coming through and then illuminates what's underneath. I think this is cool, and yeah. If you have any feedback, please let me know. I'm learning photography on manual, so. And then the drawing for today, again, it's a historical one, just while I can't draw or do manual photography. It's so painful. Yeah, just a drawing from a live drawing class I went to previously. So all my experience drawing, to be able to draw at all, is from going to live drawing classes, which I generally have went to once a week. Sometimes a bit longer in between, but I think for around a year I went once a week. Yeah, so this was from a long session. This pose was in the session, and this was a long pose, is what I meant to say. So I think this was an hour-long pose, but I did some other drawings, so I probably did this in like 30 minutes, but I can't remember exactly. So that's my historical drawing. Hopefully I can get back to drawing and the taking photos on the manual camera again soon. Okay, and today I'm going to end with a short and sweet quote, which is Harold Bloom. I've not actually heard of him, but I like the quote, which is, "There is nothing more profoundly healing than reading." I think I need to go do some reading to help myself heal. That's one more rep done. See you tomorrow.